so excited this afternoon, our Leadership Unplugged. I'm here with the lovely Michelle Velasquez. She is a director of corporate services, client services with Preferred Corporate Housing. So wonderful to see you. Thank you, dear, for being here.
For inviting me. Yeah.
All right, so I am so looking forward to this because you represent the youth.
Yes.
You know, I represent the people that are ready, you know, sort of on the sunset of their careers. You represent the sunrise of their careers. So tell me a little bit about disruption in this time. You know, what's going on from a corporate housing perspective, and, you know, what are you finding that youth want?
Yeah, so I think the two main things that the youth want from the corporate housing lens to start with is they want control. They want a little bit of that control back, so they want to be able to make choices on their own, not necessarily somebody else make those choices for them. And they want to be able to make the choices really quick and get answers really quick. So as a corporate housing industry, that's something that we've struggled with in the past. You know, the lease signing process, all of that kind of stuff kind of takes a little bit more time. And, you know, with the emergence of a lot of online booking parties and things like that, that's an instant book, that's something that our industry has really had to catch up to, is being able to provide those answers really, really quickly.
For them. And so are you finding that most of the people, in addition, when you talked about the choice, just talk to me a little bit. I want to understand the depth of the choice. Is it just the physical location of I want to live on Main Street versus Sesame Street, or is it sort of the units, or talk to me about the depth of that choice?
Well, I think more than the actual choosing between certain items, I think they want to know that ultimately they had a part in the decision-making process. So it could be location, it could be, you know, maybe more of a young family, something like that, and they want something more of a suburban atmosphere. It could be they want to be in the center of town, they want something walkable, everything at their fingertips, having access to instant, you know, gratification with deliveries and everything like that. But I think more so than really choosing between things, it's more so that they want to have a stake in the choice, that they formulated the choice as opposed to somebody else doing it for them.
Yeah, and so that's a big part of it. So, all right, so now I want to talk just a little bit about, you know, in terms of youth, and, you know, you're leading our YP40 group.
Yes.
So, all right, riddle me this. What are they talking about?
We actually had our committee meeting today.
All right,
so,
then that means
yeah,
tonight's going to be a bad. Now I'm going to get the whole list of things of, here's what they want. Here's their list of requests.
Yeah, so I think really what it is we want to talk strategy. We want to be a part of the conversation.
Okay.
We, you know, and top down, you know, we want to know what current leadership is saying, and we want to know how can we help drive those goals as well. Yeah. We had our YP40 reception. Best attendance we've ever had.
Awesome.
A lot of people are
that.
engaged.
Yep.
They're ready to take action, and you know, I think really what it is they want an opportunity to have a voice.
Yeah.
So anything that we can do to get there, I think is really important. And it kind of goes back to what we were just talking about corporate housing. They want to know that they had a role in the decision-making process, and you know, going all the way down to transferees and the workforce. I think really what it is not necessarily being treated exclusively. Most YP40s don't like the word millennial. We don't like to be categorized in one way or another. We want it to be more inclusive, where you know, it really talks about the individualized needs and you know, not treating everybody as one big group, but really getting down to the root of each person.
So as a more mature group, I'm not going to tell you what generation I am of, but so we need to learn the new language and sort of, you know, move away and disrupt ourselves and disrupt our thinking in this engagement.
Yeah,
for what I'm hearing you say.
For sure.
And so I'm going to go one step further on this, and that is to say, okay, so what can Worldwide ERC do to help that dialogue? What should we be doing? What are we missing?
Yeah, so one of the things we talked about, and we use the word mentorship, and I think sometimes that gets a little bit of negative connotation because it automatically puts one person in a power position over the other.
Does. I don't like that word.
We don't want to put mentorship, we want a pairing. So we like that word a little better. We talked a lot about that today. We do still recognize the fact that we don't know everything.
Yeah.
Even though we think we do. And sometimes we act like we do.
You know, that starts at 16, by the way. That's not
true.
your issue.
That's true. So, you know, having some guidance from people that have been there and done that and can kind of show us this is the path I took.
Yeah.
We may not follow it. That's the other side of it. So that's why it's a pairing as opposed to a mentorship. You know, but Worldwide ERC can facilitate that. You know, and I think you're already doing a lot of the things by giving YP40s an opportunity to step into leadership roles.
Yeah.
And as long as you keep offering that, I think we're headed in the right direction.
Well, you know what? I appreciate what you're saying, but I got a teaser for you. We're getting ready to do something pretty big going into Boston.
Nice.
It's going to involve that group, and I picked it up, and I've just been incubating on it the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Talked to a few people out here to sort of pilot my idea, because sometimes I can get way out of control. But I love hearing that. And I will tell you, one of the most powerful sessions I've ever done in my life was when I got to talk to people that were 15 to 25.
Yeah.
I learned so much from that group.
Absolutely.
And I think, I love the word to parent, because I think it changes that dynamic. And
Right.
it's something we need to do.
Right.
All right, speaking of youth though, all right, you're youthful.
Yes.
Halloween's coming up.
Yes.
Okay, being the youth, are you being an inclusive member for Halloween, or are you going to stay home?
No, I'm definitely inclusive. I actually have 2 costumes.
Girl!
Yes, so my daughter wants to be a pop star when she grows up. This is her thing right now. So I'm going to be Sia.
Oh my gosh!
I have the wig with, you know, half white, half black. So I don't think I'm actually going to sing in the costume, but
Yeah.
and then we're doing a Handmaid's Tale with my adult party.
Oh, cool.
I'll be a
girl.
handmaid.
That is quite the difference.
Yeah.
All right, you know we have some incredibly talented people here.
That's true.
And I have somebody whose partner designed, no kidding, Sia's wig. I'm not lying to
Really?
you. Yes, see, I too can inspire youth. Thank you so much,
Thank
Michelle. I
you.
appreciate you
Thank
being
you.
here.